Let's have a quick look at who we've got coming up next. I'll put some links also for you guys in chat for the stats website and also this map site that we're looking at as well, so you can check them out. Sewercuse on red, St. George Sunbeam on green. How are you liking this matchup?
I'm excited for it. So I know Syracuse had 2 really good showings that worked out very well for the early game. And they're looking to kind of build into that mid game and then how to survive the late game. So I expect them to come here, continue to kind of build on what's, been working for them. I would like to see, it does look like they're saying Beans is playing. I don't know if that checks out, but if he is, great.
Yeah, it looks like he's put himself in the lineup.
Them, to be a little bit more aggressive. So if Evol's sitting out, Evil had a hell of a game as commander, so if you put Beans in there, it might work out as well. But as we head into the game, I definitely think Syracuse has the ability to take this. But still looking to see what Sunbeams can do against Syracuse as well, as they try to get points.
Yeah, Wookie seems to be struggling a little bit today on day 2. I've seen him sort of walking a little slower than he was yesterday. And it might be that altitude kind of catching up with him.
That and the ramps, they're brutal.
Yeah. Evo, you need a rest, bro? Understandable. Good shift in that last match.
Yeah, well, we've been singing your praise. I definitely like the way that you played in that second match, man. It was crazy. Like I said, a few different things go right for you. Go ahead, sorry.
Oh, no, you're right. I was just going to say Beans is taking that commander game. He wants a commander game. Another one. Can't help himself.
Yeah.
Took him out with a heat seeker.
Just quickly, I'll be back in a sec.
Yep.
Earth team is trailing by 1,200 points.
Alright, so Green Medic unfortunately getting that penalty. Could be possibly from a blind shot, not sure, but as you kind of see, Green is downstairs, so they are floating underneath there in that spot I was just talking about to the right of the obelisk. It does appear that they may be resupplying that area. Detroit used that as a main area to resupply on there when we were on green. It definitely works out as long as you're holding those sight lines to be able to shoot.
Watch your fire and check your targets.
But yeah, liking what I'm seeing from El Diablo here. Like, definitely having a bounce back game. Is ahead of Beans. Beans did start very quickly. But again, with Beans' injury, you don't want to do too much too quickly.
Team has taken the lead.
Oh no, where's our band hammer in the chat? Oh, there we go. Well, liking what I'm seeing from Syracuse. So they are doing a great job in Fortress. You kind of see that they're starting to use the tactics of the other teams, having them spread out a little bit, having Wookie kind of float this ramp, shooting over into the second floor. Not the best place to stand for resupply there from Lenny, but it does work as long as you have chamber on lock. You won't get shot. But Green is downstairs. It does look like Green is resupplying downstairs in that under cubby spot. As my co-host is currently going nuts for Cheerios. El Diablo pulling that nuke. He is. Again, still a little bit above Beans. Beans definitely caught up very quickly from that 800 point score up to 1900 now.
Let's rock.
I'm not sure what happened on the ramp there. I'm not sure if that was a collision or what. It looks like the refs were checking with one of the players.
Do you know who it was?
Hopefully it was. I do not. I don't know if it was Lenny. It wasn't Beans. So Beans is downstairs kind of smashing face. So at least it was not him. It would have been devastating if it was Beans, considering he's playing commander, he's running around.
Yeah.
Fox unfortunately penalized there, so
Your team has
Chat's always in good hands. Will call me too.
I do like what Satyrs tried to do there. So she went down right in front of Wookiee. They traded. Unfortunately, he was able to come up first and reset her back down and kind of kick her off. But
Green team
there's
seems
a nuke from Beans.
seems in a pretty good position here, able to withstand
Yeah,
this
so they
initial
have-
kind of run.
Yeah, they have Satyrs on a They have Satyrs kind of on an island currently. In that spot, but she has enough awareness where she can just look down the sight line and shoot over to Fortress. But yeah, definitely a well-timed nuke from Beans there.
Yeah,
He's like, I want to cast.
Team is leading by 2,200 points.
He's like, let me tell you about these Cheerios I'm eating.
Once you fire and check your targets.
But yeah, I know you weren't here, but Green is in that spot, so that we were kind of talking about
Right.
like on the model. We keep seeing them float out underneath there as they're getting resupplied. So like the fact they were able to just go downstairs, set up there, and be able to like at least get a little bit of resupply. But again, I would like to see them to do what the other teams do of getting full while they're down there, especially when you know or can see there's 5 New York players upstairs. Good missile from El Diablo on Fox.
still work. He's got him to his second nuke.
Yep.
If he can drop that and relieve some pressure and get Satyrs closer to full,
Earth team is leading by 2,800 points.
it might actually push this game out a little bit.
Yeah. It does look like she had to defend down there while attempting to get resupply, but
Yeah.
if, from their point, like when you're down there stuck in that spot, it seems like the assault never ends when you're stuck down there.
Yeah.
Gonna need an interview with Sipes co-host. I might be able to get that set up here after this game. We'll see how he does. See if he likes being interviewed in front of the camera.
Let's rock.
But yeah, a medic is out unfortunately, so Satyrs was not able to get those lives that she needed. But I do like the showing from
Fire team is leading by
Green
2,500 points.
and El Diablo here because the games haven't been going their way at all. They've been knocked out very early in some of these games. But they're still competing. So even though Medic's down, still nuking. They have Cody crit here with no shots.
Wow.
That are still in the game. And then Medic, or the ammo, excuse me, still sitting on that like 16 mark. So kind of what you talked about, sitting at that 16 spot, looking to kind of support your team into that mid to late game situation.
Yeah. This is really, really good game, this one to watch. If they can kind of, if Satyrs can kind of just make that life, those 2 lives kind of last for the next couple of minutes, it's gonna make it such a massive difference. But it seems like maybe she's separated from her ammo because she's on one shot. If she can utilize the reset feature, and there goes her last shot, but she can utilize the reset feature, she can really stretch those last 2 lives out. But she's gonna take a she got zapped by her own team. Oh no!
Use her as a reset.
Oh, what a waste.
Like, fucking no. It's worth it, but no. But yeah, I love the fact that here is like El Diablo battling head to head with Beans here. So
Yeah.
they're very, very close in score. El Diablo with that nuke. We'll see if he uses it here. It looks like he's gonna go in and attack first. Up.
I needed that.
I'm not sure. Looks like he's gonna go up. No, it's a bad idea. Don't nuke there.
Earth
Don't do
team
it.
is ahead by 1,800 points.
Oh man, with the double, he comes up and just says, "Shut up, Scythe. I'm gonna do what I want."
Zed is still on the 1 life.
Yeah,
They're holding
did get
on.
shot though. Yeah, at that point you park her right next to the ammo and just like, yo, take a shot.
Yeah.
Reset my shield. Loving
What a
this
showing.
gameplay though from Green, like being able to sit there and stretch those lives out without, you know, your medic being gone for roughly 3 minutes now.
Yep.
They are getting a little bit low.
Requesting clearance
Here goes the
from
nuke.
El Diablo is going to drop that nuke.
And he got it off, which is good.
Yep.
So, I mean, all of
Fire
this
team
really
is behind
helps
by
them
2,600
try
points.
and avoid getting eliminated in this game. I don't think they... I mean, they're ahead on points, but red team are missing a lot of bases. So as long as... I think I've got the teams run the wrong way as well. That's silly.
It's okay.
Yeah, I know, eh? Terrible.
Not a fan of that, huh?
Took him out with a heat seeker.
Fire team has taken the lead.
Watch your fire and check your targets.
Still a lot of time left in this game, though. You know, too much, unfortunately, for the Sunbeams to kind of hold on. But this was maybe their best showing so far.
Yeah, I definitely think so. Since practice night, it's definitely best
Yeah.
showing.
El Diablo's had a much better game here as commander. You know, I think, yeah, hopefully, and I think I saw the Kraken say in chat earlier, like whilst they are getting beat, the spirits are really high in their side. So as long as they can kind of keep fairly positive, games like this will happen. You know, they hopefully will be able to find some success going forwards.
Yeah, definitely. Like I can't sing the praises enough because, you know, even though Satters was in a rough position, living that long on 3 lives,
Yeah.
kind of unheard of. Definitely making the most of it. And then El Diablo definitely showing up, going toe-to-toe with Beans for a while before his team kind of, you know, started getting eliminated. He didn't have enough support.
Yeah.
But definitely like the showing from them.
That maybe again is gonna come with time, I suppose, for them. Like as they get used to kind of the competition and stuff. Like you would expect that that a team like that will kind of hopefully get it together. That's what these initial round plays are for, right? Is
Yep.
you know, getting that cohesion down, getting used to kind of working together as a team, what each kind of player's expectations of each other is, getting used to their defined roles, I suppose. But yeah, awesome game to watch. If you head to iPlayLaserforce.com, Minty, you can have a look at the global leaderboards there. Right out of the gate, red team, St. George coming up the red switchback
Earth
ramp,
team has taken the lead.
heading all the way up into Fortress to try and get a good standing up there. They had looks to be El Diablo come all the way across and push into chamber, so very strong push from them right off the bat. Beans is back in this game playing commander, taking the approach of getting both bases early and hopefully getting a quick nuke. The resupply getting pushed down a little bit into switchback, but they managed to regain control of Fortress. He's back.
I'm back.
He's back, baby. Good start here by both teams, actually. Hopefully Sadis
did
can...
catch the...
Yep.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, hopefully Sadis can manage to get a couple of lives. She's pushing it a little bit too close to that that critical line, but she managed to get a couple.
Yeah, I was going to say they did really well in the beginning. Even though Beans went for that quick nuke, he just got it. So it's a little bit delayed from what we're used to with, like, Slaughter. It's kind of like 1 minute, nuke situation that he does to people. But yeah, I really like the fact that they controlled kind of the pace. They were tied on medic lives at the moment.
Yeah.
With their medic losing 3 here, but again, Fox doing work there, so tall, being able to shoot.
Good to see. Look to be El Diablo come right up through Fortress at the start of that game and run all the way into Chamber and manage to kick out Sewercuse out of that Chamber spot. So their resupply got set up really nicely. Hopefully they can capitalize. Saders really needs to get full up on lives, but I'm always harping on about it. Really needs to take this opportunity to get full. She's taking one resupply then.
Yeah, you kind of see Lenny shoot out of there as scout after getting a couple. He got shots more than he got lives, unfortunately. But yeah, so far looking good. Bean's still like sitting there at 28. El Diablo right there with him. If you include the bases, he's actually 3 specials ahead. But Bean's definitely getting those missiles off on those ramps. So you can see him there in big box there, leaning over, getting the missile off.
Rockwood really needs to go back and get full. Like, if Beans can get to his second nuke before Rockwood goes and take... Oh, here it comes.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Please don't die out, dude. Go back. Get that resupply. Sadie's gets reset on the red ramp. Rockwood gets back to the resupply and manages to take some. It's just little things.
Penalty. I'm curious what that was.
You see the class of Beans and Cody here. Like, whilst it seemed red team had a stronger start, the green 3 hits, Commander and Heavy, both managed to bounce back. So it looks to be that the game's kind of swung the other way. Mathis is only on 6 lives. Beans is going to drop another nuke and hopefully bring that down to 3. Did he get defused?
Oh no. Yeah.
Who got him?
No,
Beans
it detonated. Yeah.
So we roll them in there and nerf gas the whole nest.
Switching to full auto.
I didn't see what happened there.
Do it!
I see it. Detonated? Yeah, his detonated, El Diablo's detonated. That was weird interaction there.
Yeah.
There was a bit of a delay, so...
There is, like,
it's kind of edge of your seat where you're like, oh shit, is it gonna go off or not?
I was very confused what happened there. It detonated? Right on. I missed it. I saw where it activated. I couldn't see where it detonated.
Yeah, and everyone was still fighting the camera, so you're like, uh-oh.
Green team really clawed control, really wrestled control of this game back into their favor. So, again, another really good start for St. George. You just couldn't capitalize. I think they mainly, like, they're running too long and low. El Diablo's dropping his nuke. It's a little bit too late, but yeah, it just feels a little bit like they're not crisp enough with their resupplies, and it's really backing them into a corner. Even when they manage to put the pressure on, they're not able to get that kind of rotation and get those players pushing out hard enough. So, man.
Yeah. Rough.
This is Bean's injury to a billboard. Nah, dude, he actually had surgery and had at least I think he's had surgery. Had that metal rod put in. Has that happened yet?
Yep. It has, yeah.
Yeah. G&D's not there, so someone else has to get an affluenza.
Oh,
Kiwi
man.
AIDS has not reared its ugly head at this tournament, fortunately. Although Grack and Autumn are sitting out the morning session with a mystery illness, so hopefully they're okay. Beans, yeah, it's such a shame. It's games like this, and also the last one, really show just how much of a shame it is that Beans isn't able to play full time for this team. I can't remember who they
lost. I lost all my winnings with him going out with an injury.
No calls for you.
Those odds they were given.
No calls for Sammy anymore. That's a real shame. I was pulling for him.
He's just gonna have to get a scholarship.
Yeah.
Or, like sports scholarship.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll get one.
Laserforce scholarship.
Yeah. I mean, when Sewercuse went up against Level A, they were in really good standing for that first game. So, it is a shame that they've kind of lost the quality beans that maybe they would have otherwise had.
Yeah, I mean, it is rough whenever your prospective top players go down, and it's really like, I can't say this enough. Like this, team with Beans is like a pure New York Syracuse team.
Yeah.
One of the best we've seen travel. So, granted, there's some home site players that are out, like Hammer's out, Schmorg's out, Abby's out.
Yeah.
And you could rotate any 10 of 11 of those players in and have a really solid New York team. And I was really excited to sit there, and it's like when they announced their team, I'm like, okay, I am getting a Detroit team. We're having our East Coast battle here in Loveland, neutral arena. And then unfortunately, when my team didn't materialize, and then I wasn't able to go, and then unfortunately Beans chose to hardcore in or hard ham in the gator paint in softball. Or kickball, one of the two. I don't know which one it is, but you see those glimpses though of excellence of what this team can do. It's why I place them so highly. It's because I know what they can do when they're firing on all cylinders, and they have that experience in the arena. So
they're a good team. Cody manages to defuse that nuke. It's so hard to try and drop those nukes when you're so outnumbered and you're just being hunted. There's not a whole lot you can do about it.
Do it.
But I mean, they're gonna go, down to, they almost lasted 10 minutes against this quality Syracuse team. So mad props for St. George here. Really stepped their game up. This is kind of why. And, we'll talk about it now, perhaps. This is why, personally, I would have loved to see the pods be 1 to 4, 5 to 8. Because by the end of that pod, these teams, St. George, Motor City, they, the quality the games that they would play against their contemporaries would be so much higher quality for us as spectators to watch than what they otherwise might be looking at going into the pods. So the pods, unfortunately,
6 and 8 for those teams. Granted, Syracuse is floating around that 6th spot. You're stuck playing the number 2 team, the number 4 team, and then a very tough number 6 at possibly Syracuse. So if you're, an 8th spot, which will be decided here shortly, you're still